Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a warm welcome to all of you. It's a pleasure to be with every one of you today at this grand virtual reception. I'm Danny. It is my honor to be your program director. First of all, please allow me to introduce our guest of honor today, Honorable Enoch Godwana, Minister of Finance. Today, we celebrate the memorable 72nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. On this very day, we also celebrate the strong ties that bind China and South Africa and end the profound friendship between our two peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, now the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa and the People's Republic of China. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Chen Xiaodong, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Republic of South Africa, to deliver the keynote speech. Your Excellency, please.
Distinguished Minister Enoch Godwana, friends from all communities, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to be joined by everyone virtually to celebrate together the 72nd birthday of the People's Republic of China. Let me extend, on behalf of the Chinese Embassy in South Africa, a most warm welcome to all of you as we gather for today's reception. I thank you for your long-standing active support for the development of China-South Africa and China-Africa relations. This year, the CPC celebrates its centenary and delivered a great performance for the people. General Secretary Xi Jinping declared at the grand gathering celebrating the 100th anniversary of the founding of the CPC that China has fulfilled the first centenary goal. We have built a moderately prosperous society in all respects and brought about a historic resolution to the problem of absolute poverty. We are moving forward with vigor towards the second centenary goal of building China into a great modern socialist country in all respects. Common prosperity is an important feature of China's modernization. The CPC has always adhered to a people-centered development philosophy. We work to make sure that the fruit of development benefits all in a fair manner, and to promote common prosperity with high-quality development. This year, the 14th Five-Year Plan was successfully launched, and the new development philosophy is leading China towards greater achievement. Even as the COVID pandemic intensified the sluggish world recovery, China's economy continued to maintain its growth momentum. It has become the anchor and the driving force for global economic recovery. In the first half of this year, China's GDP reached around $8.2 trillion, up by 12.7% year-on-year. In the first 8 months of this year, China's total foreign trade value reached $3.83 trillion, up 34.2% year-on-year. This is a record high growth for the same period in history. Foreign trade provides strong support for China's economic recovery and development, and also injects strong momentum world recovery, including that of South Africa. Remarkable achievements were also made in science and technology. The Tianwen-1 probe successfully landed on Mars. The Shenzhou 12 manned spacecraft with 3 Chinese tachonauts was also successfully launched and docked with the Tianhe core module of China's Tiangong space station. After 90 days of work and life in the space station, the tachonauts returned to Earth safe and sound 10 days ago. This milestone major achievement, one after another, shows that China is making important breakthroughs in key and core technologies, which will help us achieve a high level of self-reliance on this front. This year, China worked hard for a community with a shared future with the world, and we showed extraordinary commitment to addressing global challenges. President Xi Jinping put forward 4 proposals in his statement at the general debate of the 76th session of the UNGA, which point the way forward for the world and demonstrate the wisdom and global vision of a major country's leader. First, we must beat COVID-19 and win this decisive fight, crucial to the future of humanity. China will strive to provide a total of 2 billion doses of vaccine to the world by the end of this year. In addition to donating $100 million to COVAX, China will donate 100 million doses of vaccines to other developing countries in the course of this year. China will continue to support and engage in global science-based origin tracing and stands firmly opposed to political maneuvering in whatever form. Second, we must revitalize the economy and pursue more robust, greener, and more balanced global development. China will strive to peak carbon dioxide emissions before 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality before 2060. We will step up support for other developing countries in developing green and low carbon energy, and will not build new coal-fired power projects abroad. Once again, China has pledged an additional $3 billion of international assistance in the next 3 years to support developing countries in responding to COVID-19 and promoting economic and social recovery. Third, we must strengthen solidarity and promote mutual respect and win-win cooperation in conducting international relations. We need to advocate the common value of humanity and reject the practice of forming small circles or zero-sum games. We need to pursue dialogue and inclusiveness over confrontation and exclusion. We need to build a new type of international relations based on mutual respect, equality, justice, and win-win cooperation, and do the best we can to expand the convergence of our interests and achieve the biggest synergy possible. Fourth, we must improve global governance and practice true multilateralism. In the world, there is only one international system, which is the international system with the United Nations at its core. There is only one international order, and that is the international order underpinned by international law. And there is only one set of rules. They are the basic norms governing international relations underpinned by the purpose and principles of the UN Charter. It's important to hold high the banner of true multilateralism and stay committed to ensuring a stable international order, to increase the representation and say of developing countries in international affairs, and to practice true multilateralism. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, it has been exactly 1 year since I became Chinese ambassador to South Africa. My memories still take me back to the exciting and happy moment when I set foot in the Rainbow Nation last year. Over the past year, I have had the honor to witness the remarkable achievement of the South Africa government in national development. This year, the government persists on putting life first and fought against the virus according to science. The virus was put under effective control, and the vaccination moved forward steadily. This year, the government focused on development and people's livelihood and the economic reconstruction and the recovery plan was implemented in an orderly manner. This year, the government stood firm for justice and fairness in international affairs, defended multilateralism, promoted cooperation in COVID response, and contributed to defending the interests of the majority of developing countries. This has demonstrated South Africa's sense of responsibility as a major country. Over the past 23 years of diplomatic ties, under the joint guidance of leaders of two countries, and especially President Xi Jinping and President Ramaphosa, the two countries have deepened mutual political trust. We continue to expand practical cooperation, and there has been dynamic cooperation in people-to-people exchanges and closer collaboration in international affairs. The comprehensive strategic partnership between our two countries has continued to develop, and we are delivering a higher level of cooperation on all fronts. With the leadership of our two heads of states, mutual political trust continues to deepen. This year, President Xi Jinping and President Ramaphosa have exchanged letters and attended a meeting to discuss China-South Africa cooperation. It's especially worth noting that when the CPC celebrated its centenary, President Ramaphosa, as ANC President, sent a congratulatory letter to General Secretary Xi Jinping. He also attended the CPC and the World Political Parties Summit and delivered a warm speech that highlighted the deep traditional friendship between the two parties and the countries. His remarks deepened the exchange of experience in party and state governance between the two sides, which is of great significance for both China and South Africa to face challenges and seek development together. Under COVID-19, the economic, trade, and investment cooperation between our two countries has become the biggest highlight of China-South Africa cooperation. From January to August this year, bilateral trade between China and South Africa reached nearly $35 billion, up by over 65% year-on-year. Of that trade value, South Africa export to China reached nearly $22 billion, up by over 80% year-on-year. This figure shows a strong vitality and momentum for growth. On investment, according to current statistics, China's total investment in South Africa has exceeded $25 billion. This has created more than 400,000 local jobs. A number of Chinese invested enterprises such as Huawei SA and the BAIC Group actively fulfill their social responsibilities and contributed significantly to local economic and social development. As we speak, the China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo is underway in China, and South Africa is also one of the guest countries of honor. We look forward to more high-quality citrus, beef, wine, and other high-quality agricultural export from South Africa entering the Chinese market. Our two peoples have been looking out for each other and fighting against COVID-19 together. China firmly supports South Africa in the fight against the virus. As an important part of building the BRICS Vaccine Research and Development Center, China's Sinovac vaccine is conducting pediatric clinical trials in South Africa. For some time, the ANC, the SSCP, and the ANC Women's League, SASCO, and other organizations have issued statements, and many government officials, experts, and scholars have spoken out to support science-based COVID-19 origin tracing. They spoke out against political manipulation, which injects strong positive energy into China, Africa, and global cooperation against the virus. Our two countries maintain close coordination on multilateral occasions to set a fine example of South-South cooperation. China and South Africa firmly support true multilateralism. We both oppose unilateralism and protectionism. Our two heads of state jointly attended the 30th BRICS Summit, which injected new momentum for the 5 countries and the world to work together to fight COVID-19, restore the economy, and maintain stability. South Africa has many times made statements at the UN Human Rights Council sessions in support of China's position for justice. Our two countries coordinate and cooperate with each other in the UN, G20, and other multilateral occasions. We actively practice multilateralism and jointly safeguard the shared interests of the majority of developing countries. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, looking ahead, the Chinese side is ready to work with the South Africa side to deliver the common understandings of our two leaders to promote cooperation across the board. We are ready to work with South Africa to jointly hold a successful new FOCAC meeting to make the pie of economic and trade cooperation bigger, to build bridges of communication and exchanges between our two people, and to support the multilateralism. We will make concrete efforts for advancing a closer China-South Africa and China-Africa community with a shared future. Last but not least, let's together send the best wishes to the good health of President Xi Jinping and President Ramaphosa, to the prosperity and strength for the People's Republic of China and the Republic of South Africa, and to everlasting China-South Africa and China-Africa friendship. I thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador, for the speech. Indeed, China is ready to work with South Africa to chart the course for post-pandemic cooperation and raise our comprehensive strategic partnership to a new high. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now let's welcome the guest of honor, Honorable Minister Godwana, to make an address.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Shen Xiandong of the People's Republic of China, ministers and deputy ministers present, ambassadors and high commissioners, consuls general and heads of the United Nations organizations accredited to South Africa, academics and members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, allow me to take this opportunity to convey, albeit under different and challenging circumstances, South Africa's heartfelt congratulations to the President, His Excellency Xi Jinping, the Premier, His Excellency Li Keqiang, the government and the people of the People's Republic of China on the celebration of the 22nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. It is both an honor and a privilege to represent the government and the people of the Republic of South Africa and to deliver our congratulatory remarks on this very auspicious occasion, especially considering that the South Africa-China strategic partnership continues to weather the storm of the unusual situation presented by the COVID-19 pandemic. Our partnership has continued to expand despite the limitations placed on the physical engagement by the pandemic. Your Excellency, notwithstanding the fact that the COVID-19 pandemic continues to affect the international community by prolonging unnecessary and unfavorable socio-economic dilemmas, I believe that we should still find cause for celebration. In this regard, the government and the people of the Republic of South Africa have the honor to join the government and the people of the People's Republic of China in paying tribute to the founding of the People's Republic of China, which during these unprecedented times has proved to be resilient and even more determined to chart a new path towards continued economic growth and development, as well as inclusive prosperity for its people. This year in particular has been an auspicious one for China, as the country not only has celebrated the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist Party in July 2021, but also as China marks its 2 centenary goals, primarily achieving the Chinese dream as well as promoting the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. Your Excellency, both South Africa and China have much to look forward to in terms of the potential for expanding our strategic partnership, since already there are signs that our partnership has assumed a comprehensive nature whilst solidifying our warm and brotherly relationship that is based on an understanding, cooperation, and cultural affinity. Your Excellency, our relationship continue to mature in terms of our similarities and affinities. And this is clearly evident in the aspirations that we have in promoting economic growth and development in our respective countries and regions. We need to intensify this partnership to ensure that the revival of our economies post-COVID is accelerated and to finally mitigate the socio-economic damage caused by the pandemic through the implementation of appropriate economic strategies and investment. This is necessary to not only ensure economic recovery through increased production and diversification, expansion of industrial and infrastructural capacities, but also to ensure that our people are able to sustain their livelihoods. For as long as our countries share the common conviction that economic growth and development are closely linked with the continued investment in the social economic well-being of our people, I believe that we will continue to harness various opportunities for cooperation with the end objective of achieving poverty alleviation, employment creation, and overall ensuring sustained growth and development. Your Excellency, South Africa and China are strong proponents of multilateralism and have strongly spoken out against unilateral and populist measures. In this regard, South Africa and China cooperate in strengthening the global governance architecture, including reform of the United Nations and its principal organs, as well as the Bretton Woods institutions and the World Trade Organization. South Africa and China, as founder members of BRICS, have worked closely with all the BRICS partners in championing a more inclusive, equitable, and rules-based global order, where no one is left behind. This close collaboration also extends in our common membership of the G20, in especially advancing the agenda of the South. The depth and extent of our cooperation and collaboration further manifests in China's Belt and Road Initiative and the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. South Africa was honored to have co-chaired FOCAC from 2012 to 2018 and hosted the first FOCAC summit on African soil in Johannesburg in 2015. While these initiatives have been geared towards providing the African continent with sustained investment towards infrastructure development and rapid industrialization, now more than ever, the African continent requires continued support to fight the socio-economic disruption caused by the pandemic. Further to this, South Africa looks forward to cooperation with China on the manufacturing of vaccines and further appreciates the country's commitment towards ensuring that vaccines stemming from such cooperation remain accessible and affordable for all. Your Excellency, in conclusion, I wish to again extend my congratulations to the government of the People's Republic of China on this auspicious occasion and to express my heartfelt gratitude for inviting us to share in these celebrations. Please join me in a toast to the good health and prosperity of His Excellency, President Xi Jinping, and to the special friendship between the peoples of South Africa and China. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your very warm and encouraging remarks. As we enjoy ourselves on this joyful occasion, we cannot but recall how much we have experienced together in the face of all the challenges. However, the important thing is we are together through it all. Now, let us look back through a video clip of how China and South Africa deepened bilateral exchanges and cooperation over the past year. is really a warm and impressive video. On the occasion of China's National Day, our friends from all walks of life in South Africa and the Chinese people here also prepared the birthday wishes to China. Let's watch the video.
Congratulations to the people of China on the 72nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. And to say to the Chinese, the People's Republic of China has notched very important achievements and developments, as I have outlined, like eliminating extreme poverty, balanced development of the country.
We would like to extend our warmest congratulations to China on its National Day. South Africa-China relations have never been stronger than at this moment. And as our largest trading partner, China has made huge investments into our economy, which we need more than ever before in order to spur growth and create jobs.
We celebrate this important day that brought freedom in China. And this comes at a very turning point in global history, in which China uplifted 800 million people out of poverty. And the relationship between Africans and Chinese is at its highest level.
Hearty congratulations on the 72nd anniversary of the People's Republic of China. With a very warm handshake across the 13,000 kilometers of ocean which forms a bridge between our two nations.
As a member of the progressive forces of the world, I want to congratulate the People's Republic of China on their 72nd anniversary for the establishment of the Republic, speaking from the Republic of South Africa as a product of the Chinese people in terms of my military education.
I would like to wish all my Chinese friends and colleagues a joyous and festive National Day celebration. You must be very proud of what you have achieved over the last 72 years. I look forward to my continuous scientific cooperation with the Chinese control community, in particular my friends and colleagues at the Central South University in Changsha, with whom we collaborate in the field of process control with a particular focus on the mining industry.
The Republic of China went through also many difficulties, but whatever difficulties the country faced, they were able to manage it. That's the biggest, really, achievement. That is extraordinary achievement.
We'll be thinking of you, the embassy, we'll be thinking of the huge Chinese community in South Africa, and to all the millions of South Africans, friends of China, who are celebrating the remarkable achievements of China today.
Congratulations to the People's Republic of China on your National Day. I'm proud to be part of the economic relationship between our two countries. May the relationship between China and South Africa continue to grow.
祝中国72岁生日快乐，愿中南友谊万古长青。
祝中华人民共和国成立72周年生日快乐！
值此中华人民共和国成立72周年之际，我谨代表南非华人警民合作中心，
我谨代表全非洲中国和平统一促进会，祝愿祖国繁荣昌盛，
生日快乐，繁荣昌盛，
国泰民安，
生日快乐！祝伟大的祖国生日快乐！
生日快乐！
南非中国经贸协会祝福伟大的祖国繁荣昌盛，国泰民安。
繁荣昌盛，国泰民安。
Thank you, dear friends, for your heartfelt wishes. On this occasion, my colleagues from the embassy and students from the Mandarin class of the South African Ministry of Tourism all prepared tender songs as birthday gifts. Now, please enjoy the song, My Motherland and I, performed by Chinese diplomats, and the song, The Moon Represents My Heart, performed by South African students.
我的祖国和
and lovely the suns are. Looking to the year ahead, China will host the Winter Olympics in February next year. Together, we are ready for a grand gathering. Together, we are ready for shared future. Now, let's enjoy a promotional video of the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics.
See you in Beijing. See you in Beijing.
Looking forward to seeing you in Beijing.
Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Pleasant time always flies, and a virtual reception today is coming to an end. At its new historical starting point, let us appreciate the care and support of leaders of the two countries and the concerted efforts of friendly people from all communities. Let us break the wind and ride on the wave of closer cooperation between our two countries and make new achievements on the journey of building a China-Africa community with a shared future. Thank you again for your attendance. See you next year.